Hello everyone, it's me, Anthony Couch, a guitarist on YouTube. A very informal video today. It's a warm day today, and I think I do need to do this. I've painted myself into a bit of a corner with my YouTube channel. Everything is so precisely edited. This video, I think this is going to be good for me. This is actually a request. In fact, I'm going to go and read the request that I got. Let's go to Potato HQ and read the message that I got. So here we are in Potato HQ. This is where I do all the video editing. There's the lighting and the stuff and the seat. Let's sit down. I got this message and it reads, it's from Gary Parker. It says, "Great lesson as usual." Well, thank you very much, Gary. "I'd love you to do a video showing us your current guitar collection and what you think about each one, plus what you have on your GAS list." Well, I had to ask Gary what a GAS list was, and he tells me it's Guitar Acquisition Syndrome, which I definitely have. Thank you very much, Gary, and let's do it informal style. Not everything has to be super tightly edited. And I'm surrounded by guitars on a constant daily basis. They're just dotted around the house in secret cupboards and cases and things. The way I'm going to do this video, I reckon, is I'm probably going to take a guitar and then go and take it downstairs by the piano and just give you a bit of a chat about it. I'm going to start with, do you like my socks? Aubergine, chilies. I'm going to start with what I reckon you think will be the most boring guitars. So what about this one? Okay, so I'm here by the piano. I've got my acoustic, but I've actually happened across this bass guitar. Well, everyone needs a bass guitar, and why not go with a Fender? I used to have a Schecter 5-string when I wanted to do all the down-tuned metal stuff, but eventually I just wanted something more classic, something more suited for every genre. So I went with the Fender Jazz Bass. I actually didn't get a case with this, and when I drove it to someone's house, I just had it resting on the back seat and I had to slam on the brakes. This guitar went flying forwards and it got a horrible chip straight in the top of it. I was devastated. I did quite a good job of going over it, but it really wound me up. I was so angry with myself, and it made me not want to play this bass because I'm that vain. It actually put me off playing it for a long time. I'm going to admit that, because of my own stupidity. I hated looking at it. It was like a big, imagine getting the Smarties biting down into it, that crispy crunchy look. I did an okay job fixing it, but the thing that really brought it on to me that I actually loved this bass was the day we got burgled, the day we got our house broken into, and I was away, we were both away, and we couldn't get home. So I didn't know how many of my guitars were even at home. And I remember being trapped in a hotel, knowing that someone had been in my house and taken loads of stuff, and thinking, this is mine, this is my bass. Every time I look at this bass, I always think about that. This bass actually makes me think, you have to care about what you've got and you have to look after it. It's not perfect, but this is nobody else's bass. This is the bass that I play badly. Okay, now I'm not daft. I know these aren't the guitars that you're really interested in. I'm going to do the electrics in a minute, but got to get these out the way. This is my bread and butter guitar. When I first ever started teaching, they didn't have the little micro amps. I mean, they did, but they weren't as good as they are now, so I can go out and take my battery powered amps. This is how I taught for a long time, and still do sometimes. This is also how I gig. This is my workhorse. This makes me money. So I'll go out and I'll sing a few covers, not so much recently, but you know why. But when everything's back to normal, I'll go out, I'll do some rock covers and some originals maybe on this thing. Acoustic guitar, it's essential really, isn't it? You need one, and I've got one. This is, by the way, this is a Tanglewood TW-45. This is about 15 years old, and it looks it. I've lost the battery pack case, so I've just got sellotape there. It doesn't even have a tuner built in. It was pre all that. I wasn't paying extra for that. So the tuners that I've had on it, on the head of it over the years, there's gouged holes into the back of it. Sorry, I am aware my accent is strange. Gouged holes. Holes have been gouged into the back of the head. Gouged holes is what I said. It's got gouged holes. You know, it's so funny, there's so many YouTubers, Flash Gordon, classic, that I love, that do all this unedited or off-the-cuff stuff, man from Uncle, and I like watching it, but I get scared that it's boring when I do it for other people. Star Trek, obviously, and Nosferatu. People won't want to watch this. This is the boring stuff. They want to learn things. They want to get something out of these videos. It's just a mess of guitars, this house, I'm telling you. It says Prestige on the case, but this is no Prestige. This is better than Prestige. This is entry-level Ibanez. This guitar is the Ibanez RG321. I do believe you can get an RG370DX, which is a 7-string version of it. This, if ever I was going to have an emotional attachment to an inanimate object, it would be this. Nothing weird though, just this is my third ever electric guitar. So it means a lot to me. It's very important. You can see it looks like a guitar that is over 20 years old. Got EMG 81 and 85 in the bridge and neck. No prizes for guessing why I went with those. Changed the volume knob and the tone knob just so it was then different. But I do love this guitar. It's the lightest guitar that I own, but also the heaviest. That might be the saddest thing I've ever said. Anyway, I down tune this a lot, and I don't bother to use any other strings still than 9s. So a lot of the time I play this guitar floppy, all floppy like, all the strings flopping all over the place. I love this guitar. Let's go and grab another. They're all pretty much Ibanez's now, apart from 2. Let's see what I get. Up, 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 up. And do you know what? I'm going rogue. I'm going rogue. It's going against everything that's screaming in me to make it more consistent, this video. I'm just staying in Potato HQ. This video here, I mean this guitar here, look at this mess. All that mess. Sorry about that. This guitar is the best sounding guitar that I own. It's full of Dimarzio Pickups that I wanted pretty much just because they're yellow. This is a 370. This is the RG370DX in rubber red. Got the matching tone and volume because you have to, it is the law. Usually have this blocked. I keep that on it. That says 2000, that says actually 2008. Does it? 2006 or 2008? Anyway, I got this guitar before I moved to Sheffield. It is, I don't know, it's not my favourite playing. It doesn't feel as nice as some of the others, but when I play it, it screams in a way that the others just don't. Which is why I'll never get rid of it. It's cheap, but I like it. Like many things in life. What else? What else have we got in here? It's the secret cupboard. It's the secret guitar cupboard. This 5-string beauty. I actually snapped a string while filming an Instagram video for this one. If you practice it enough, you snap a string. And I'm not taking it off. You can see there the string's a bit floppy off there. Ibanez 350. This is the Ibanez 350 with Dimarzio Pickups. Evolutions, however you want to say it. Obviously based on that Steve Vai guitar that I don't know the name of. I'm not one of those buffs who knows everything about everything. I just wanted it to look cool, and I thought that guitar about Steve's looked really cool. I'm going to film it like this. That was probably annoying filming it like that, wasn't it? I won't keep doing that. I remember I went to Manchester with a good friend of mine called Tall Ben, and me and Tall Ben, I knew that I wanted a yellow Ibanez, so we went to all these guitar shops. Finally, I just had to go to my hometown and order one in. They had yellow Ibanez, they stocked them, but they didn't have one in stock. So there we go, the yellow, it's got a name. I named all my guitars once upon a time, but I can't remember what it was. It's called The Guitar. Pink Charvel. That's it, let's put it back, that's all you need to know. No, I'm only joking. This is my pink Charvel. Walked into the guitar shop in Sheffield. Really cool guitar shop. I keep filming like that, sorry. Really cool guitar shop. Saw it, knew I was going to have it. Picked it up, played it, thought it was the best guitar ever. Seymour Duncan Pickups. Then, even though I was already decided that I was going to buy it, I did this. Realised it was a coil tap. Annoying noise, sorry. And thought, well, yeah, obviously, how much do you want? They took off loads and loads of money for that scratch there, and for another scratch which I can't even see there. They took off about 150 quid for that. So I got this on a real bargain. I adore this guitar. It opened the door for Strats. I'd never been interested in Strats. So I bought this, which leads me on to this. This was an impulse purchase, my most expensive impulse purchase that I've ever made. Again, walked into the shop, thought, I don't own a Strat, I've never owned a Strat. Why don't I go straight in at a Fender Elite? I don't regret the decision, but I don't play it loads. I do like it. I almost said love then. That sounds horrible, doesn't it, for me to say that I don't love this guitar. I don't love it. I really, really like it though. You can tell I don't love it because I would have bought other Strats, wouldn't I? It plays really nicely, sounds nice. Sometimes in the dead of night, if I'm really truthful to myself, I often think maybe I should have just got a normal Strat without all the fancy push, pull stuff, all this, because I've had it for years now, and I never use this. I love the noiseless pickups though. They are the best invention until sliced bread. They're the best invention until sliced bread. I'm from the past. I've come from the past. I'm living on unsliced bread. I'm having to make sandwiches with 2 massive loaves of bread. What am I talking about? This guitar right here. This is the guitar I bought myself when I decided I was going to become a guitar teacher. So this guitar is over 10 years old. This is the RG32150, based on the 550, but a bit different. It's got this weird bridge, which I have a love-hate relationship with. I like it a bit more now I've taken the crazy stabilising system off the back. You can even see the back is different to most Ibanez trem systems, I think. It's got this thing going on. It's the higher end stuff. But the thing is, I learned so much of my guitar playing on low-end guitars. It's all a bit lost on me. Give me a £400 Ibanez, stick some decent pickups in it, and I'm happy. No, I'm only joking. This guitar, it does mean a lot to me. I never order my guitars in top 5 or something, but this would be in the top 5, I think. Just because of the sentimental value. I'm a guitar teacher. This is my reward. The reward when I took that leap and I quit my job and decided to teach full time. This is the guitar that symbolises that. I play it a lot. And I'm just going to briefly interrupt this now. This is future Anthony. Because I forgot. I filmed this the other day and I actually forgot about another guitar in this little cupboard here. What's going on in here? So before I show you the last guitar, I'm going to have a look in here where there's a lot of guitar cases. This tiny thing. It's tiny. This is a Jackson Minion in pink, as you can see. Now this was another impulse purchase. Basically the story is, I live near a guitar shop that's quite good, and I go in sometimes and come out with guitars, and I shouldn't. But this was only cheap, and it was a complete impulse purchase. I can't tell you that I play this guitar every day. Did the novelty wear off? A bit. It's fun. It's a tiny guitar, intended for a child. Basically, I saw Marshall Harrison playing similar guitars on his channel and thought if I bought it, I would sound like him. That wasn't the case, so it just lives in that little hole there. I have a student at 6 o'clock. I've got 5 minutes to tell you about the last guitar. Look at all these cubes. Obsession with cubes. What is my obsession with all these cubes? It's very strange. To Anthony, see you in hell. Doug Bradley. Let me know in the comments if you know who that is. Okay then, well, last and most certainly not least is my ultimate guitar. This red one. This is the Ibanez 550. I always dreamed of having a 550 and it came true. I didn't think I was ever going to get one. Then they reissued them with the Genesis. £800, Japanese made. Switch out the pickups, which were decent. They're over there in my little guitar thing. Switch it for Tones On, PAF Pro and an Evolution, whatever, in the middle. Super fast Ingve knob. And then there you go, what more would I ever need? Nothing. This is the guitar. One of those cases of, if I had to get rid of any of them, if I had to keep, definitely a case of if I was in a burning building. I know you shouldn't, and I wouldn't, but hypothetically speaking, this would be the one I would run back in and save. There you go. That guitar is the ultimate guitar for me. I hope this guitar wasn't just rambling. I mean, it was rambling, but I hope you perceive it as something that was at least a tiny bit entertaining. It's just me talking about guitars. It has been liberating to just do a video like this. As I say, I like watching other people's videos that are a bit like this. It just seems weird that anyone else would want to watch this. So if you've made it to this far, what is wrong with you? No, I'm only joking. If you've made it this far, then you are truly a couch potato. Stick around on this channel. There'll be more heavily edited stuff that takes forever for me to make, for just 7 minutes of footage. I do enjoy it, really. Stick around for all that stuff, some shred licks, some more original music. I need to do more of that stuff. I might do a few more of these if this one gets over 10 views. Certainly if it gets more than 10 views at this point in the video. If you are still here and watching this bit, please let me know in the comments. It would be very interesting to know if anyone watches my videos this far, especially videos like this one. Anyway, I've been Anthony Couch. You have been someone else. Thank you. Subscribe, like and comment and all the other YouTube nonsense. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.